Alright, hey guys, Jamie here, and welcome to Death by Cuckoos. I am going to be playing some Duelyst today. My capture software, however, is being a little bit of a nuisance, so we will see how that goes. Hopefully it's all coming through okay, you can see and hear me clearly. So, Duelyst. Yes, Duelyst is very quickly becoming my new addiction. I'm not going to go in depth on my impressions and everything on the game just yet, because I will be doing a what I think of episode for Death by Cuckoos on Duelyst, where I'll go into more detail, but this is just to give you a bit of a look of the game and why I love it so much. So in short, in a nutshell, Duelyst is a turn-based tactical strategy game, a card game, however, very similar to Hearthstone, really, almost identical, except for one key difference that I think just takes it to another level, and that is that it's played on a gridded battlefield, which brings a whole extra layer of strategy into it, in regards to positioning and movement. It's almost like Hearthstone and chess made sweet love and had a wonderful baby. So it's a free-to-play game. You can go and check it out right now. It's been out for a while. As usual, I'm late on the bandwagon to all these sorts of things. But go and have a look. Just be aware that it does have, obviously being a free-to-play game, it does have monetization options in there if you are somebody who is susceptible to that sort of thing. This is not the most egregious example of a free-to-play game with monetization, with aggressive monetization that I've seen, but they are certainly there, and they certainly let you know that they are there, so just be aware of that. Alright, let's get in and play a match. So you can play a practice match. There's some solo little puzzle challenges, but I'm going to be going onto the season ladder. I'll be using the starter decks today. So there are 6 different factions in the game. And one of the coolest parts about Duelyst is that I can't really pick a favourite because they're all fantastic. They all play completely differently to one another, have very different strategies, which turns Duelyst, for me, someone with bipolar who is constantly craving new experiences and new avenues for play. For me, it's very much like a popcorn game, a Pringles the game. Like, you just, it's very easy for me to just sort of hop around from one faction to another, playing one game after another, because I'm getting a fairly different experience each time. It's triggering different synapses in my muddled old mind. So I'm going to, today, probably just play a match with each of the 6 different factions, see how we go for time after that. And hopefully that'll give us a good all-around look at the game. So let's get on in. So we'll start with Lyonar, which are the faction that you start with in the tutorial. And they're not, they're fairly easy conceptually, but there's certainly no, I guess, quote-unquote, beginner faction in the game, which is one of the cool things I like about it. They each have their levels of complexity. Lyonar is all about Ghost of Daniel Shays. Well, Ghost of Daniel Shays, prepare to get a free win here. Lyonar is all about building a sort of Death Star around your commander. You get bonuses for positioning creatures close to your general. So you get dealt a hand of 5 cards, and you get to choose 2 that you don't want anymore. So I usually choose some of the high cost cards that are there. Lithium Brawler is really good, but I'm going to, and they just basically get reshuffled back into your deck. Me first, okay. So this is the battlefield. Object of the game is to defeat the enemy general, bring them down. You've got your attack and health, 2 different stats there. All cards really have that, all minion cards, so you can, it's very clear. Damage is persistent, so you can slowly whittle down your enemies. There is a turn timer though, so I'm going to get a move on here. And unfortunately, I've got nothing here that I can use. So what I'm going to do is I can replace one of my cards. So I'm going to do that first. Great, I got something that's even more expensive. So there's not a lot we can do. I'm just going to move and pass the turn. So you can see these 3 sort of glowing orbs here. These add to your mana if you can collect them for 1 turn. Oh, slow turn from the opponent here as well. Interesting. If you can get yourself or a minion onto one of these spaces, it'll give you an extra mana for that 1 turn to use. So right now, like Hearthstone, your mana ticks up 1 at a time as turns go by, but you can gain a nice little bonus one if you can maneuver your way onto these globes. I'm going to head on forward here. I've got a new card here with a 0 cost to give myself 1 extra attack, so I'm going to use that. And these artifacts have a health value. Every time you get killed or you get hit, it'll knock a bar off of its HP and it will break if it takes 3 hits. Let's go ahead. Oh, I tell you what, I really want to get this, but if I throw this down here, it's going to put them into a rough position. So I'm going to do that. My Silverguard Knight has a provoke ability, which means anything that's in a unilateral square next to it in a cross is going to be frozen and pinned there, and it forces enemies to attack my Guardian before they can hurt me. So it's a bit of a shield. Now if he wants that mana sphere, he's going to have to either move into it and make himself get blocked, or he's just moved into it and gotten blocked now. Oh, he's going north. Okay. A battle pet. Oof. Alright. Battle pets are pretty cool little monsters, but they have a mind of their own. You don't really get to control them. They're controlled by AI. Oh, he's going after the Guardian. Oh, double. Double summon. Well, good move. Opening Gambit restores 3 health to their general. Okay. So he's just healed himself up there. He's got a lot of mana to play with. It's a good opening move being able to snatch these first 2 things here. He's just boosted that up now. Ooh, alright. Let's lock him down with another one. Another Provoker. So that's pinned the general there until my Primus Shieldmaster has been taken care of. I'm going to... Man, I think I've got to move south. See if I can get a hold of this mana gem down here. I could have destroyed him, but he's sort of pinned there at the moment, so I'll just let it be. Yeah. Alright, so the generals also have spells, little bloodbound spells that they can use. They just sort of are on a timer, they charge up after a few turns. And they will give another benefit to your minions or your army or yourself. So you can see, like, the similarities of Hearthstone are pretty stark. It's very much... Like, if you've played Hearthstone, if you've played Magic the Gathering, or any of those sorts of card games, you're going to pick this up very, very quickly and very easily. But it's, man, it's that grid, it's that battlefield that just makes it for me. I don't know what it is, but something about that battlefield just scratches something in my brain. Oof. Breaking out of my walls here. What's he got left? Gonna buff this up again. Yes. Alright. Now, let's see, what are we gonna do here? I've got some minion buffs. I've got another Provoker. Which might be funny. Let's, for a start, let's move down onto here. Let's throw a Provoker up here. And let's buff that provoker. Give it a nice little boost there. Alright. Let's see how you deal with that. Hey, Game 35! Oh, it's so good, right? That replace mechanic is brilliant. It takes a lot of the bad luck out of it, doesn't it? I mean, there's still a little bit there, but it mitigates an awful lot. Bang! Man, that 6 attack, that's gonna start to hurt pretty quickly. Draw a card. He's playing a spell, which will let me draw a card as well. Ooh, another provoker. Alright. Let's have a look. 1 damage to all minions. Okay, whenever you cast a spell, including itself. Interesting. Alright. Let's lock him down again. I'm going to give it another boost to make him think twice about hitting it, basically, because he can kill it in 1 hit, but he's going to take a big slap of damage back. And I might try my luck. I might just replace one of these brawlers just to see. Yes, I did. See if I get something juicy. I'm still not going to hit him though, because I'm going to take 6 damage back if I do. And I don't want to do that. I apologise if I don't concentrate on the chat too much. I get very invested in these games, in this one in particular, because I'm just not very good. So I've got to concentrate on what I'm doing. I will try and keep an eye on it. Man, it's a weird strategy here. He's sort of like buffing and hurting his own minion. Let's see both of those disappear. Oh no! Oh no! Well played. That's gonna hurt. Oh my gosh. Currently at a +8. Oof. Another rebirth pet. Alright, we're in a bit of trouble here. Right. Let's fall back. Let's throw out a rush minion. There's not much point buffing that rush minion. Although, yeah, even if I give it +1/+1, it's still going to die. But I am going to use that rush minion to try and knock that out very quickly. And I think that's about all I can do this turn. I want to hang on to this brawler. I'm sort of getting into the... I'm getting a little bit... I find... And I've got a custom Lyonar deck that I added more minions into, because I find the starter deck to be a little bit lax on minions. A lot of good buffing spells, but not a lot of minions to put them on. So I rejiggered a deck, and rejiggered? I made a deck to try and put some more minions in here. Alright, let's give myself another boost. It's free, so why not? I can give someone +2, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my brawler out here. Try and create a bit of a wall between myself and my opponent. I'm going to give them that +2 to turn my 6/6. My Lycium Brawler can attack twice in a turn. I don't think it's going to get the chance because the general's just going to wail on it. But if the general does wail on it, I want him to take as much punishment for doing so as possible. And I'm going to get rid of this egg, because I don't want that hatching into another monster. Alright, feeling a bit better about my position now. Oh no! Speaking of, I shouldn't have killed that egg, that's what let him do that! Ah, fool! Never mind. Well played, good game. Alright, so not a very good display of the Lyonar tactics, but I might come back to them if we get time, and I'll use my custom deck. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Let's move on to Songhai. So Songhai is all about subterfuge, from what I can tell. It's all about moving your minions around the board, positioning them into squares where they can do things like backstab your opponent, get around behind them. They're very ninja-like, I suppose. They've got a lot of ranged attackers, a lot of minions you can put towards the rear of the battlefield that can attack from a distance. And yeah, basically abilities just to move your minions around where you need them to be. They've also got quite a few spells and abilities to deal damage to your opponent when you use spells. So that sort of synchronizes nicely. Songhai, like I said, there's no faction in the game that I don't enjoy playing. Songhai is probably my weakest faction, and not that I've played it very long. I'm weak with all of them. I'm not a veteran by any means, as you could tell by my season rank. I've only just started. But I've found that while I enjoy playing Songhai, I tend to lose with them the most often. I had some amazing games yesterday too. Like, I had this guy or girl, and oh man, I was just dominating this match, and then they pulled out this amazing comeback in 2 turns that just obliterated my health from full down to 0. It was incredible. It was like, wow, you just you just steamrolled me, but well done, you deserved it. Incredible. I found the waits can be they're pretty quick. I've never had to wait longer than, you know, sort of 2.5 minutes. I don't know what the server setup is with me being in Australia. Oh, another Lyonar player. Whether it's more difficult for me to get into matches, I guess it depends on the time of day and the time zone difference. Me playing now should be pretty good. Alright, let's ditch. Oh man, let's ditch a 5 and a 6. 3 and a 3. I'm happy with that. Although, nothing there that costs 2 that I'm going to be able to get out in the first turn, because you only start... Oh no, I'm the receiver, so I start with 3. My apologies. If you go first, you start with 2. Ow! It's not very nice. Starting early. Oh man, come on now. Come on now. I've got some ranged minions here that I can give, that I can actually buff up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to drop them behind me, and I'm going to start to work on trying to boost them up a little. I'm sacrificing getting this to position that ranged attacker, but I don't want to put the ranged attacker out the front where it can just get stomped. I am going to do a replace. Oh, nice, okay. That will come in handy next turn. 3 damage spell. She's going to sweep in, she's going to get a ton of magic. Oh man, all 3! Nicely done. So she's loaded up on mana here. Primus General. Be nice to me, Primus General. My go, huh? Alright, we got a Provoker. Let's boost my ranged attacker up to a 6. Let's move them away. I can't attack anything other than the Provoker. So, I'll... What? Oh, they're dispelled! Ah! Ah! Dang. Alright. That puts me in a bind. Man. Yeah, they've really set up nicely here. I'm going to have to start chipping away at this, even though it's going to cost me some serious damage. and hope I can get my other ranged attacker out next turn. So you've seen how to lose with Lyonar. You're about to see how to lose with Songhai. Oh, she popped it back up again. Oh no. Yeah, this might be a really quick game. Right, we hold my way through some minions here. Piling on the damage now. Oh. Man, that was a turn. That was a turn, alright. I say. We need to do some damage here in a big way. Let's knock this out. Well, actually, 3 damage isn't quite enough. Alright, let's knock this out. We've got to get rid of that. What? Oh, that's right, dispelled. I say. If I give myself 3 attack, I'll be able to hit it, but it's going to kill me. Yeah, this might be game over. There's not a whole lot I can do here. Let's smack them around. Just for the giggles of it. I can't attack with this at all because it's dispelled. Alright, I'll just do myself. Well done. How are we doing for time here? Again, not a good look at Songhai either. Oh, you thought you were going to come and watch and see some competence, you fools. I'll go back to them as well, because that's not a good... That was not a good display. Let's go to Vetruvians. They're probably one of my favourites. Vetruvians are all about building up yourself and your minions. Like, sort of connecting on extra aspect. I'm coming up against players that have clearly been... These are like extra characters that you earn for playing for a long amount of time. So none of these are terribly good matchups I'm having here. Whoa, yeah, just knock my teacup over. So the Vetruvians have a lot of buffs. They're a buff machine. They buff themselves. They can snap on components to their minions. A lot of sort of randomized summons. They're a lot of fun. I really like these ones. Again, I like all of them. Clever! Yeah. Oh, putting the shadow creep down in front of there. Cheeky, cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. Alright. Well. That's a tough one now. I think I'm going to have to give that up. But I am going to try and put this somewhere useful. So these ethereal obelisks will just summon a creature every turn for me. They're all really good cards I've got down here. I don't really want to replace any of them just yet. So I will just pass the turn for now. So the Abyssians, which is my opponent, Dragon Lovely, are all about basically horde tactics. They summon a lot of really weak minions, but they summon them in bulk. You can always sort of tell, just from the opening moves, whether you're up against somebody who is remotely in your league or not. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just truly awful at the game. I swear I had a good run yesterday. Oh my gosh, here comes some more minions. Another torrent of minions. Look at them all. And they can then sacrifice their minions to enhance other minions or themselves. Oh! Alright. So there's my little goober. Alright, let's try and scoot up this way. And we're going to try and drop another obelisk in here. And let's see if we can start clearing out some of this stuff. These summon minions only last a turn, so you've really just got to sort of use them. And once they're gone, they're gone. I'm going to give myself a little boost. I'm going to turn there. God, they are dominating right now. Very much on the back foot. Have I gotten the first turn yet? Oh, I did in the first one, didn't I? These obelisks could prove a problem though if they don't take care of them. He's getting just free minions every turn. Now I've got 2 of them, boom, just like that. That can start to cause trouble. Let's zip up here and get rid of this guy. Let's zip over here and get rid of this guy. And let's get a flyer in there. Let's put it over their side of the board just to try and force them back. I'm going to make it 2/2 and immune to generals, which means they're going to have to concentrate some minions on getting rid of that if they want to get rid of it. I think I'm pretty good where I am, to be honest, right now. So I'm just going to hang there for a moment. Nice Starbucks advertisement on the bottom of my cup there. It's not intentional. Oh! They played a teleport and they're moving it. I mean, not that that matters because it's a flyer, it can go anywhere. So a little bit of a wasted move there, to be honest, on their part. Chipping away here at my obelisk. Still haven't managed to bring it down though. Summoning another. More minions. Going to town on the other one now. Not enough. My guys are back. And so guess what? This guy can just zoom all the way down there. I'm going to give it another boost. And now we can try and force them into acting. Because they're not going to be able to sit there and take 5 damage a turn for long. She can't hurt me back with her, so she's going to have to redirect. I say she, I just go by whatever avatar they're using. I can get myself another minion here, a 2/2, which might be handy. It's in a random space though. Let's go on some offensive here. I'm going to just march this right into the shadow creep because it's not going to affect me in any way. Get rid of that guy. And let's play that. Time's ticking down here. Alright. And I'll give myself a little more buff, why not? End the turn. So I've sort of tossed the ball back to them now. I'm hoping that they're going to have to divert their attention and deal with my Dreadflayer here. Because if they let that go unattended, it's just going to keep whittling down their general 5 at a time while I stand back here at full health. Be curious to see what they do here. Yep, here we are. Oh no, no. Oh yes, yes we are going to try and surround. Oh man, they just keep coming. Alright. So I am starting to claw back a little bit of an advantage here. Let's go ahead and slap this one around. one out. And I think I may just focus on the general here. Really sort of push the boundary. This guy, my Pyromancer, can hurt everything in a line, so that might actually be a really handy minion to have. Where to summon though, is the question. Where to summon? I might summon them back here actually. Let's throw them back there. Let's get myself another... I'm talking too much. Let's get myself another dervish. That's not where I wanted it, so of course that's where it went. Quickly run through the rest of my turn and get this on the field. Whew! Nearly ran the clock down there. I've got to stop talking. Stop talking and focus. Alright. They finally managed to take down an obelisk here. Here we come. The bigger minions. They're still happy to let my little flyer sit there though. I think that's a mistake. I really do. I think that's a big mistake. So we're going to take both of these out with my Pyromancer now. I'm going to use the flyer just to zip straight across the dervish. I mean, we can just use both of my iron dervishes to take out this Templar, which I will do. I'm quite happy where I am. In fact, I might even shuffle down this way a little. And I'm going to move this one straight over into the Shadow Creep, which will damage it on the end of its turn, but it dies at the end of the turn anyway, and I'm going to really pile some damage on this time. There's 5. There's 4. And there's another 2. So suddenly, where I was on the back foot a moment ago, we're in a position now, and here's a really big minion I'm going to drop on them, where I'm looking quite strong. And that's what I love about the game, is it just swings around. You can never really give up because of the way it moves, the way the game shifts. They finally killed that obelisk. I think they're in a lot of trouble now, unless they can pull something amazing out here. God, they really had me at the start though. I was not looking good. They're trying to try and force my hand, but no, they haven't done enough. Let's wrap this up. And that's it. That is all she wrote. Alright, first win of the day. Only took 3 games to get there. Let's have a look. Oh, we got unlocked a new card for leveling up that faction. So as you play the games, the factions gain experience and you unlock cards for their deck. Lyonar minions attack to 0. That's handy. And honestly, there's a decent, for being a free-to-play game, there's a decent trickle of rewards here. I mean, it throws all this sort of gold at you to push you towards the store, like a lot of games do. I'll do this one more run here. So every day you log in, you get a free card. Just a common. Knuckle Storm. Nice. So it's a Songhai card. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. Nice. And it's only 1. But you do get a decent trickle of gold, free cards. You know, you will unlock cards as you play the factions. You will get trickles of, like, gold will be thrown your way that you can spend to basically get booster packs. There are a decent number of rewards that they give you without you needing to spend a cent. I haven't spent anything on this game yet, and I have never felt compelled to. However, I also understand that I'm not in that target demographic. Let's get rid of these high costs. So I'm playing the Abyssians, so they were the guys I was just playing against. And it looks like it's Abyssian versus Abyssian here. It is. Hey, I got the first turn. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw a minion out. No, I need you to summon a minion up there. Never mind. I haven't quite locked down how to play the Abyssians well. I like them. I like the mechanics. I like how they play. But I can never quite master it. Like, some of the toughest matches I've had have been against Abyssian players who have really mastered the art of summoning a horde of weak monsters and then destroying them to boost themselves to ridiculous levels. Oh, okay. We've got a nice boosted mech there. So this guy can be really dangerous. I'm going to scoot him behind. I'm going to put him there. Or her. So this is one of those minions I was talking about that as other minions are destroyed, this dude here will get stronger and stronger. Let's go ahead and grab that power. And I think I'll just leave this here as a bit of a shield, actually. I'll give myself the artifact. Just lets me summon another creature, another 1/1 creature, whenever I deal damage, and that includes counter-striking when I'm struck. But I think I'm pretty happy to sit there for the moment. Let's go ahead and end that one. Sometimes it can be interesting figuring out when to attack versus when to hold, when to stay your hand. Oh, we're dealing with a mech deck here, clearly. Oh no, that's a minion. Looks mechy. Oh my gosh, this this person has some amazing cards. Pink Poison. Pink Poison's been playing a lot longer than me. Alright. Resummon this minion on a random space when it dies. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. That's going to be really annoying. Alright. Let's surround them. I really don't want to lose my... What's this guy do? Destroy a random nearby enemy minion. Oh no, I don't want to lose my Shadow Watcher just yet. So I'm actually going to move them away. I'm going to get rid of this thing. Boosting Shadow Watcher. Oh, I could have stayed there now. And I think I am going to move this one down here and just chip away at this one just to boost Shadow Watcher again. So you can see very quickly Shadow Watcher can get out of hand. I tend to put Shadow Watcher at the back of my field just to try and protect it, give it the time to get its powers up. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. And Shadow Watcher goes, no. Well played. Oh, that's a good move. That's a good combo. Really well played. Man, yeah. I'm outskilled here a little. Never mind. We will see what we can do. This is a good one. Destroy an enemy minion. I don't like this thing. A 4/4. What does this do? The first non-bloodbound spell you cast each turn costs 1 less. Oh, that's going to be a nuisance. Whoop. Oh, sorry. my, my computer has just decided that it does not want to play ball. I got a Java message pop up that's interrupted everything. 1 minute, guys. I will go and try and figure out what's going on here, and I shall return momentarily. 1 moment, please. Alright. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to get this going again for you. Stupid pop-up. No, still not working. Alright guys, I'm just going to reboot my game and I'll be back. Back again, but I'm still getting no love, unfortunately. So it looks like it might be an OBS reboot. Alright guys, if you want to hang around the channel for a little bit longer, I will do that, and I will pop back and we'll see if we can get a few more games in, okay? Won't be long.